Tonight we report on the director of the Washington State Potato Commission being the target of a political campaign allegation, and we look forward to Basin Summer Sounds. What's going on in sports, Bob?
The Walleyes end their season on a high note, and Ephrata Raceway Park cancels Saturday's motocross under the lights. Here's a peek at our Weather Center forecast.
It was another hot one out there this afternoon with triple-digit readings. There is cooler air forecast to move into our area. I will have all the details in a bit.
I'm Alan Troop. Stay tuned for all of this and much more on iFiber One News.
From the iFiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFiber One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFiber One News, and it starts now.
Chris Voight is the target of a campaign accusation by congressional candidate Clint Didier. Voight, a Moses Lake resident and Washington State Potato Commission executive director, is accused of using commission resources to support U.S. congressional candidate Dan Newhouse. It has led to an investigation by the Washington State Executive Ethics Board to determine if Voight's actions on behalf of Newhouse's campaign used state tax-funded resources. Voight allegedly sent emails about Newhouse's campaign from his Potato Commission email account and used a commission vehicle to deliver campaign signs. Voight denied misusing state resources. Voight stated all Potato Commission assets are owned by the potato growers, not the state. Our building, our computers, our pens and pencils, any intellectual property are all owned by the potato growers, not the state of Washington. Basin Summer Sounds brings music to Ephrata this weekend. Reporter Lexi Perry has the details.
Basin Summer Sounds, a free 2-day music festival, is just around the corner. The festivities begin on July 18th on the grounds of the Grant County Courthouse in Ephrata. It's a weekend of music, dancing, classic cars, and basketball. The headliner performances this year are Hamilton Loomis and Little Texas. The car and cycle show takes place on Saturday the 19th. The 3-on-3 basketball tournament is also on Saturday with games beginning at 8 a.m. To register for the tournament, car show, or find out more about the festival, visit www.basinsummersounds.com. For iFiber One News, I'm Lexi Perry.
Thank you, Lexi. A Moses Lake business will need to get new architecture plans after city officials learned the designs were submitted with a reportedly fraudulent stamp. Seattle architect Pamela Allen reported to Moses Lake Police that Paul Wong, a Mukilteo man, allegedly used her architect stamp on 5 projects submitted to city staff. According to Moses Lake Police, the projects included the Old Blue Brewery and Coffee House and several residential units. The police are investigating to see if a crime was committed. According to Moses Lake Police Captain Dave Sands, Community Development Director Gilbert Alvarado said the only building it will affect is the coffee house since it was constructed. The city is requiring owner Ted Yao to go through the process of hiring another architect to resubmit the plans. Alvarado said the building passed inspection and it is safe, just that it needed to have the plans resubmitted. A fire closed Interstate 90 near Vantage for about 2.5 hours Tuesday afternoon. A motorhome traveling on the interstate caught fire at about 1:45 p.m., sending sparks into the grass and brush along both sides of the road. Kittitas Valley Fire and Rescue and Kittitas County District 1 responded to the fire. The smoke and the fire on both sides of the road caused the Washington State Patrol to close the interstate. Trooper Darren Wright said fire crews were still cleaning up at about 4:30 p.m. and 3 lanes were opened. 2 adults and 3 children in the motorhome were traveling from Iowa when the fire started, Wright said. They were able to escape and the American Red Cross is providing them assistance. Now let's take a look at people currently being sought out by the Grant County Sheriff's Office.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be back right after a short break.
Are you looking to improve your or your child's smile? At Casciotti Orthodontics, we make it our mission to make braces more affordable and fun. Our business has proudly served the Columbia Basin for over 20 years, and our new conveniently located state-of-the-art facility offers a relaxing environment full of fun activities for the kids. We accept all types of insurance and have convenient payment plans available. Give us a call for a complimentary evaluation, no referral needed, or check us out on the web and make an appointment online.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local community since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
Hi folks, good to be with you once again. I'm meteorologist Miguel Montoya from the One News Weather Center. Your weather forecast is being brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. Let's check out the headlines making news along the Columbia Basin. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what these are. The heat's likely to continue through the remainder of the work week, with some triple-digit readings also likely to continue. Now, humidity levels will drop over the next 24 hours. That's why a fire weather watch is in effect. It's just going to make it that much easier for any ongoing fires to spread. But we are back to normal temperature-wise by the time the weekend rolls around. I'm sure that will be a sight for sore eyes when you see the extended forecast in a minute. But you made it into the low 100s in Ephrata during this afternoon. Here's your almanac during the last 24 hours. This could actually read the last 7 days or so. Our weather has not varied that much this past week. We will have to wait until later tonight when the National Weather Service issues the official climate report to see if we set a record or not. It looks like we might have fallen shy by a degree or so here in Ephrata. Moses Lake, I think you might have set a record. You hit 105. The old record was 102. But once again, we will have to wait until the official report comes in later tonight. Still sitting in the triple digits at the present time with sunny skies overhead. Now, dew points were in the 50s earlier. They have fallen since to right around 40, and dew points will remain in the 30s and 40s over the next 24 hours. That's why the threat of fire will remain high. We are dry at the present time. Now, we are actually going to see a cold front sweep on through, not really going to cool us off, but what it will do, it will dry us out even more. Another reason why we will remain under that fire weather watch across our area. In addition to that, Cascade Gap winds will kick up. We could see one gust to 25 miles or so between tonight and tomorrow. Now, some rain will slip down the coast by Friday into British Columbia, maybe even to coastal areas of our states by Friday night heading into Saturday. We will see some rain across our states this weekend, just not along the Columbia Basin. On Thursday, areas of fog in the morning along coastal areas. They will begin to cool off as they get an onshore wind, which will keep them in the 70s. Otherwise, from the Yakima Valley into the inland northwest, expect temperatures well into the 90s and some low 100s, including along the Columbia Basin. So the heat's likely to continue. It will continue on Friday as well. Then we're back to normal for this weekend, maybe warming up by early next week. Well, folks, your weather forecast was brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. We will be right back with sports.
Toyota wants to know, how did you celebrate summer?
We go fishing. We like to hike. We love camping, mountain biking, as often as possible.
No matter the activity, there's a Toyota perfect to take you there. From that favorite fishing spot, camping area, or just a great summer drive, including Tundra. Now offered with reduced APR financing or an amazing lease. For details, see any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today and enjoy your summer to the fullest. Toyota, let's go places.
Searching for that perfect place to settle down? Whether you're looking for an elegant single-story, spacious two-story, or a custom home on acreage, Aho Construction can aid your decision with a streamlined production process that saves time, money, and natural resources. Compare us to other builders and see for yourself what advantages you can get by choosing an Aho home. Our philosophy is that we do things right the first time around. Start planning your dream house today with Aho Construction. Call 509-766-1366.
Welcome back. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick with today's sports. The Moses Lake Walleyes close out their season with a 10-7 come-from-behind win over Yakima Valley at Larson Field last night. The Walleyes jumped out to a 3-0 lead after 2 innings were in the book. Yakima brought 3 runners home in the top of the 3rd and then added 2 in the 5th to go out front 5-3. Moses Lake answered back with a run in the home half of the inning and then hung 2 on the board in the bottom of the 6th to regain the lead 6-5. A Yakima run in the top of the 7th evened the contest 6-all. The Walleyes gave themselves some breathing room with 4 runners crossing the dish in the bottom of the frame to make it 10-6. Yakima rounded out the scoring with a run in the top of the 9th. The Columbia Basin Desert Dogs hit the diamond for a practice game with the Central Washington Hawks in Ephrata last night. The newly crowned North Washington State champions took advantage of an opportunity to hone their skills as a team prepares for the Washington Baseball Open July 24 through 27 in Warden. The tournament was originally scheduled to take place at Johnson O'Brien Stadium in Ephrata, but the venue was changed to help preserve the main field for the upcoming Senior Babe Ruth World Series tournament August 7 through 14. The Desert Dogs and host River Dogs will be representing the Columbia Basin on the big stage. It is the first time 2 teams from the Basin have qualified for the tournament. Officials at Ephrata Raceway Park have canceled this Saturday's motocross under the lights night due to extreme weather conditions. The event will be rescheduled for September the 27th. Racing is scheduled to resume July 26th when the vintage modifieds, V6 supercars, mini stocks, and 360 sprint cars take to the quarter-mile oval. Motocross under the lights will resume August 9, weather pending. The Yankees' Derek Jeter received a standing ovation when he took the field for the final time as a Major League All-Star last night. Jeter came up big one last time among his peers as millions of viewers watched him go 2 for 2 with a double, a run scored in his final All-Star game. The American League beat the National League 5-3 in Minnesota, but it was the Angels' Mike Trout and not Jeter who took MVP honors after hitting an RBI triple in the first inning and snapping a 3-3 tie with a run-scoring double in the 5th. Miguel Cabrera smacked a 2-run homer to help the American League overcome a pair of RBI doubles by Jonathan Lucroy. The Moses Lake Manta Rays are hosting the sizzling summer swim meet at the Surf and Slide Water Park Center this weekend. The competition kicks off Friday evening at 6 p.m. Well, that's it for sports. We'll be right back after this.
Just when I thought the blizzard couldn't get any better, DQ put the blizzard inside a waffle cone. This is mind-blowing. So when DQ asked me how I would tell the world, I said... Sounds better in Italian.
Pretty impressive, Liz. Any blizzard, like confetti cake, now in a fresh-baked waffle cone. This is fan food, not fast food.
Bud Clary Ford Honda is proud to be an automotive leader in our area. Since opening our doors over 54 years ago, we have kept a firm commitment to our customers. We offer a wide selection of vehicles and hope to make the car buying experience as quick and hassle-free as possible. You can trust that we will get you into the car or truck of your dreams. Bud Cleary has an experienced and reliable service and parts department that is open extra hours to help fit our customers' hectic schedules. Come for a test drive today at 1200 South Pioneer Way. We are a proud supporter of Columbia Basin Athletics.
Our spotlight story tonight is about the remodel of Legion Hall in Moses Lake. Reporter Jeff Chu tells us what's in store for the building's future.
Moses Lake American Legion Post 209 Commander Richard Rader is excited about the future of the Legion Hall. The Legion Hall was remodeled and has a new addition under construction. Rader says a meeting, dining, and family entertainment room just behind the existing Legion Hall is expected to be completed in about 2 months. The Legion Hall is at 417 West Broadway Avenue. The $45,000 project has been 2 years in the making. The addition is intended to draw military families to the American Legion Hall.
Well, we're going to have things so we want our young veterans come in. Longer hours, something to do that they can bring their family in. There's not too many places you can go into a club with your family. And here you can bring your grandchildren, your children, and they don't have to see the bar and the gambling part.
The new space is 18 feet deep by 78 feet long and will have window views of Moses Lake's waterfront.
This is going to be beautiful. We're going to have trees between the walls, a few trees out here. We're also going to have, after everything's done, it's going to be all blacktop.
Rader said the new addition will not only be family-friendly, but attractive on the outside with landscaping and a parking area. The new space will have a wheelchair ramp for easy access.
Because of the old code, we had lights put in, we changed rooms, we got offices put in, we moved our walk-in cooler.
The existing structure has been remodeled inside and painted on the outside.
The floors will be wood, so you can dance. We're going to have dancing. We'll have dinners, nice dinners, involving with the older gentlemen and the younger ones. The Lawrence Well group will be Saturday night, and the soft rock group, 50 and under, will be Friday night.
Rader said money from the project has come from donations ranging from $5 to $500. He said the Post received a $16,000 grant from Home Depot for supplies last year. Donations are still being accepted. Rader expressed his thoughts on recruiting new members to Post 209.
What we're trying to do is get the young ones from Afghanistan, the Iraqs, 50 and under.
He says he believes the younger veterans should have the American Legion's full support. Young Air Force firefighters from Joint Base Lewis McChord near Spokane volunteered to help Post 209 this week.
I'm going to say this, and I mean it in the right way. Washington, D.C. kind of forgets our veterans. We're here to make sure they get what they deserve.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
We'll be right back after this.
We believe in home and all the magical things that come with it. We believe in living rooms with forts made from sofa cushions and blankets. We believe in the man cave, the woman cave, and finally, we believe that our calling in life is to find the home that's perfect for you. Coldwell Banker, fulfilling dreams for over 100 years.
As the summer has quickly approached, we all enjoy the family barbecue and kids playing in the sprinkler. However, many drivers are distracted and are seldom focusing on what's important while driving. It could be the random phone call, adjusting your stereo, or the lip gloss check in the mirror. Here at Farmers Insurance, we make sure you understand what coverages fit your needs. The more you know, the better you can plan. My name is Cheryl Kono, and I'm your local Farmers Insurance agent.
We are farmers.
The Quincy Valley Medical Center may get financial help from a different source. The Quincy City Council agreed to investigate loaning the hospital money as a different way to invest the city's money. The hospital presently owes the county between $3 to $4 million. The commissioners spoke with city officials recently about taking over some of the loans. Commissioner Cindy Carter said the state auditor's office wants to bring the amount of debt the hospital owes the county down to $2.5 million. Mayor Jim Hembury said the city presently has money invested in the state investment pool and may get a better return if it loans money to the hospital. Councilmember Scott Libbert was in favor of talking to the hospital officials about the issue and wanted to know how the money would get paid back. The Grant County Commissioners imposed a temporary burn ban on Tuesday afternoon. The ban follows a stretch of hot and dry conditions in the county and a series of wildfires. The weather conditions combined with lots of dry grass and sagebrush lead county officials to believe new wildfires will ignite. According to the county commissioners, the ban prohibits all outdoor burning until further notice and will be lifted once conditions improve. If citizens are caught burning, they could face fines and other consequences. The Grant County Fire Marshal's office asks residents to take yard debris to the county landfill or recycling centers, use caution when mowing or working with equipment that could spark, and call 911 if people see a fire or a large column of smoke. The ban doesn't affect barbecues, campground fires in fire pits, or agricultural burning permitted by the Washington State Department of Ecology. State House of Representatives candidate Danny Boyard received an endorsement from a conservative group. The District 13 candidate was one of 4 candidates endorsed by the Republican Liberty Caucus of Washington. The caucus promotes traditional Republican Party values of limited government and individual liberty. A male boxer named Moose was locked in a black SUV at the Moses Lake Clinic on Monday. A Moses Lake police officer reported all the windows were up and he was unable to locate the vehicle owner. So the officer rescued Moose and waited 30 minutes before his owner arrived. Moose was impounded for his safety. In Northwest news, a state of emergency has been declared in 20 eastern Washington counties. According to the governor's office, 6 fires in eastern Washington are threatening some 500 homes. The declaration allows officials to get help from the Washington National Guard and the State Guard if needed. It also directs state agencies to help local governments in responding to wildfires. State officials are worried extreme fire weather conditions and the lack of firefighting resources in the Northwest could hamper future firefighting efforts in the state. The state's largest wildfire, the Mills Canyon blaze near Entiat, is now 40% contained and holding steady at about 35 square miles. And that's going to do it for us here at I-501 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.